Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Steve coming at you. Hope you're having a great day. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my guy Rick Hughes at the Bucks Report. The miscreants to the core shirt. Dig it, it's nice. Thank you, Rick. And that's essentially sports. Don't deal with politics or anything like that. So understand that my opinions may be my own, not anything to do with the miscreants. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear. But a couple of things I want to discuss real quickly. First and foremost, Michelle Obama and Gayle King. Gayle King from CBS did an interview with Michelle Obama. And in the interview, Michelle Obama actually had the nerve to sit there and talk about how she is afraid for her daughter's safety because they gotten driver's licenses now. And she's worried about the police or someone mistaking them or just seeing the back of their heads and maybe coming to some type of conclusion, some prejudicial conclusion. And Gayle King is sitting there nodding her head like she agrees with everything Michelle Obama's saying. Let me make sure y'all understand something real quick here. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are their net worth, as last I looked, and I looked it up recently, over $70 million. And I'm sure it's much higher than that. I'm sure it's in the hundreds of millions considering the deals they've got with Netflix or Hulu or whatever. But they're worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. Not to mention the fact that he's also a former president, and former presidents get certain perks and privileges, one of which is the Secret Service. Not only does a former president get that service, so does the president's family. So, Michelle, what are you worried about? Your daughters have Secret Service protection. And this is so pathetic because you know she's full of shit. She doesn't believe anything she's saying. She's worth, according to the latest numbers I saw, 70 million, somewhere between 70 million and $100 million. Her and Barack. I'm just gonna go with 100. They live in Martha's Vineyard. They live in one of the widest places on the planet. It's not like people don't know who y'all are. What are you worried about for your kids? Really? You worried about something for your kids? Are you kidding me right now? You kidding me? You worried for your daughters. And Gayle King, it turns out, is worth over $40 million. She just signed some contract, I think last year or in 2019 with CBS, where she makes $11 million annually. Annually. $11 million. So my question to these two black women who are so concerned about black kids and the police is, what are y'all worried about? See, I hate when our own virtue signal and try to act like they're down. Y'all aren't like us. You're not in the same tax bracket. You don't have the same problems we do as far as, well, your kids have Secret Service protection. Gayle King can afford to get her kids protection as well. Y'all live in circles and live around people where this ain't an issue. You keep worrying about these white cops. You say, I'm worried about Pookie. You know, Pookie can take out my kids because Pookie don't have no respect for life. You hear what I'm saying? What are you worried about with your kids? Stop virtue signaling. You're not like us. You might be black, but you ain't like us. What's that saying go? Not all our skin folk is our kinfolk. They ain't like us. They don't live like us. They don't have the same issues as far as from a socioeconomic perspective. You just don't. You ain't gonna have the same run-ins with the cops. You just are not gonna have those kinds of run-ins. So stop. Virgin is so tired, and it's so pathetic to make it seem like we are the sum of our color. You should be ashamed of yourself. You were the first lady of the United States of America. Your husband was elected twice in this supposedly systemically racist country. Stop it. Y'all just stop. Anybody with any common sense who's following this, you obviously don't have common sense if you're falling for this. First and foremost, that's the first problem. But anyway, second issue. It turns out a guy named Brandon Mitchell, who was a juror on the Derek Chauvin trial. The cop who had his knee on the back of George Floyd, completely stupid, tone deaf cop. At the very least, recognize your situation and how it looks. And you wouldn't be in this situation, and neither would your guys that you were supposedly out there training. But I digress. Anyway, this guy, Brandon Mitchell, who was on the jury, was one of the first people to come out and start talking before there was even sentencing done. Shortly after the trial was over, he's talking. Well, as it turns out, he was at, I think it was about a year or two ago, he was at a Martin Luther King march with a BLM, I think it was a year ago, with a BLM shirt on, with a phrase on it that says, get your knees off our necks, and a BLM hat. But that's not what he told in his questionnaire, that the juror, when he was trying to be a juror, he didn't say nothing about being a part of BLM or supporting BLM. He didn't say nothing about that. So now my guy is in trouble, because now this could give Derek Chauvin a mistrial, and he could actually get a retrial based on the juror number 52, I believe he was, Brandon Mitchell. So isn't it ironic that BLM is going to end up, most likely, because apparently just recently Derek Chauvin's lawyers already filed for a new trial. Isn't it interesting that BLM will be responsible for Derek Chauvin giving a new trial? Y'all are some sorry people, man, I'm telling you. Oh, the irony is hilarious. But even with that in mind, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. You tell me your thoughts on either one of those subjects. I'm so sick of black elitist celebrities and politicians acting like black people are helpless. I don't need y'all help. Let me say this to the white liberals who watch this video, who might hate me, sorry for the shakiness of the video. I had to hold it. But I want you guys to understand something from me personally. I don't need your help. I don't need you to come white knighting for me. I know how to find the DMV. I know how to get an ID. I find that incredibly racist that you assume that voter ID laws are somehow inherently racist, because what that means is you don't think black people are smart enough to figure out how to get an ID. Y'all stop helping. Stop trying to help, because it's not helping. It's just showing us how truly racist you are. Now, you may agree, you may disagree. Either way, I don't care. I know the truth based on your actions. Your actions tell me who you are. It's really a lot like the old saying goes, when people show you who they are, believe them. When a liberal racist says voter ID laws are racist against black people, they're telling you they don't think black people are smart enough to figure out how to get an ID. I'm just telling you, that's how it goes. Tell me what your thoughts are either way, guys. Please like the video, share the video, comment on the video. I look forward to hearing your ideas either way. Hope y'all have a great day. Y'all take care.